Hi everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie's Cards. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for joining me. I am back with episode 34 of my Shop Your Crafty Stash, and today I'm creating this fun little interactive card. I tried to keep it quite generic, so for any occasion really. So my random number generator selected the Sprinkled with Joy stamp set from Lawn Fawn. I also have the Sprinkled with Joy add-on dies. I don't have the original dies, but I do have the add-on. And the die set that the random number generator selected was the Stitched Vines card front from Concord and 9th. I also pulled out the A Creature Was Stirring stamp set and the Sweet Friends stamp set from Lawn Fawn. So I have coloured and cut out my images. I've cut the oven with that add-on die, so it creates that interactive opening for the oven. I now have a piece of 5.5 by 4 1/4. This is flower market paper from Lawn Fawn, which was given to me as a freebie in one of my orders. So it's come from the 12 by 12 pack. I used that Stitched Vine Leaves card front die from Concord and 9th to cut some, this is a cardstock from Gina Designs. It's called Turquoise Sea, and I love it. So I'm using that kind of like a wallpaper at the back of my kind of scene here. Then I cut a thin strip of Gina Designs Bubblegum Pink cardstock, and then just finished off the bottom with some Lawn Fawn white Woodgrain cardstock. So I've got a little border all the way around of that flower market paper. So now it's time to work on my oven. So you will see I have cut a piece of acetate to fit on the back of that window there, and I am going to secure that down with some tape runner. Now, I have never used this stamp set. So I have had this one in my stash for well over a year and I haven't used it. So it was really good to pull it out today. But that means that I have never made this kind of interactive oven. So it was kind of like trial and error as I was going along. And you can see that I stamped my oven out onto a scrap of cardstock that had some images on the back. So I decided to cut another piece of just that kind of frame bit that you're going to be pulling open from some more cardstock so I could layer it on the back, so you're not going to see any of the kind of mess on the back of the cardstock. Hope that makes sense. So I'm just making sure that it still opens. I've put my acetate there and sandwiched it between those two pieces of cardstock. Now I have a piece of Lawn Fawn Storm Cloud cardstock, which I'm going to secure onto the back of my oven here so that when you open it, it looks like you're all looking into the oven. So I'm just going to hold that in place. I did end up moving it. It fell off. I had to attach it again. But in the end, it stuck down nicely, and that's my little oven pretty much complete. All that's left to do is to attach the little handle. So in that interactive add-on die set, you get this piece which cuts a little handle, and it's got a couple of embossed lines there that you fold along to create the kind of handle, and you can just pop it directly over the handle that's already kind of stamped onto the oven. So I've cut that again from that same Gina Designs Turquoise Sea cardstock. It's this lovely kind of aqua colour, and I've tried to keep my colours like aqua and pink. So just going for quite a sweet combination today. Here is another little piece that comes in that die set. This is actually a little tea towel that you can fold over. It's got a couple of little like cross-stitch details at the bottom, and you can hang it on your oven door handle there, which I just thought is really, really cute. So I've cut it from that same flower market paper that I used for the background of my card. Once that is done, there's my little working oven. It's so cute. I don't know why I haven't used this one. I really need to use it more. So I'm going to go ahead and work on all my other little images. So I stamped out the tray and the 3 little gingerbread men, and I'm going to pop my gingerbread men onto my tray. Now initially I thought about just stamping my gingerbread men directly onto the tray and colouring all of them as one, but I decided I wanted to have a tiny bit of dimension there by using cardstock and cutting them out separately. Once those are glued down, I can glue this tray inside my oven so that when you open it, you can see the little gingerbread men inside. You could, of course, stamp another message inside. I decided not to and just keep it like this today. Okay, so I'm pulling that background panel back out again and laying everything down where I think I want them to go. So I'm going to have my oven there, my two little mice from the Creature Was Stirring stamp set. And then I've cut a banner and stamped out that sentiment, "You're the sweetest." That sentiment comes from the Sweet Friends stamp set, which is what I decided to use. I didn't want to make a Christmassy card. I just wasn't in the mood today for a Christmas card, so I decided to keep, as I say, quite generic. So I'm gluing my oven flat down there, just making sure that the door still opens. My two little mice will go on either side of my oven, and then my banner will go at the top, and I'll pop that up on some foam squares. I could have done a lot more with this. I could have made it a lot more interactive. I could have added a lot more elements. I thought about putting some shelves up or adding some bits and pieces. I just decided to go simple today because why not? Sometimes simple is good. And I do think it turned out quite sweet. I like the color combination that I used, and those little cute little mice at the bottom there are just gorgeous, aren't they? So I did stamp the sentiment out with some Lawn Fawn bubblegum ink, so it's all matchy with the color scheme that I've used. All that's left to do is to pop it onto a standard size card base of 5.5 by 4.25 inches, and that is my card complete. So it was a lot of fun. Quite a simple one. It has got that little interactive element though, which is kind of fun to use, and I think it would bring a smile to somebody's face. I hope you enjoyed this one today. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you come back and join me again. And please feel free to leave a comment down below. It's always great to hear from you. Just a reminder that I've been doing this Shop Your Crafty Stash series for the entire year. So do go and check out the other ones if you've missed any of them. Thanks for joining me. Take care.